Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up.
Hey guys, Josh and Chris here with a comic spotlight. We got an early preview of ZOR from Keenspot Comics by Rob Potchak and Michael Gecko Adams. It is a great first issue, and we're going to be talking about it today. Do you need to get out there and get this ordered? If you haven't already, go to your local comic shop, check in with them, or go to the Keenspot website and order this first issue. It's a really great story, a really great read, and we're going to tell you a little bit about it. I read something the other day, Chris, where they called it a mix between Pixar and The Wizard of Oz. And I say it's not somewhere over the rainbow, it's somewhere down the drain pipe.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, our good friend Rob Potchak with Keenspot was kind enough to send us a review copy of the book, and Josh and I have both read it. It's a really great story. I love how it opens up. We meet the dad and the daughter Zoe, and his name is Rain Richardson, and they both are dealing with a tragedy. The mother has died, and that seems to be the trend in most movies and books and everything. It's always the mother who dies. Um, but Zoe's dad gives her a ring, which is her mom's, to keep with her so that she'll be brave. And unfortunately, as she's brushing her teeth, it kind of goes down the drain. There's a lot of tears involved, and the tears go down in the drain, and then you just get transported to this whole magical world where it becomes a quest to find this ring. Yeah, Josh, I think you're right. It feels like a Wizard of Oz somewhere down the drain. Really great character. Zor is created from the tears, and his mission is to find this ring. And the story is great. I love the story, but the artwork stands out as well. Michael Gecko Adams did the artwork on this book. He has worked for Keenspot before. Got a lot of great stories. Kung Fu Legume is one of them, and so it's a really great collaboration. I really love the story. There's a lot of cool artwork. There's also a lot of cool covers. Josh, you want to talk about those?
There are quite a few cool covers that you can order for this book. They're on the FOC for previews where you can order it. They're also on Keenspot's website. But my favorite cover, Chris, is cover C, and it kind of shows us the problem or the issue in issue one. The big, is it a centipede or a millipede, Chris?
It's a centipede.
Centipede. He's pretty cool looking, and actually cover C for the copies that are ordered. Proceeds from that go to children's cancer research. So I've already ordered my copy for cover C. It was just a pleasant bonus to get a preview copy and get to read it early. I can't wait to hold a copy in my hand and know that when I'm buying it, I'm doing some good and helping out children cancer research.
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. I love all the great covers. He's even got some of my favorites in there, some foil covers, and I like shiny things. I love a foil cover, and he's got it's a wraparound foil, so you get actually cover A and cover B on that one, I believe. And you can order it on kingspot.com or to Previews World in your local comic shop. And I think final order cutoff on that is on Monday. So if you can get out to your shop today, tomorrow, or Monday, and get them to order this book. We want to see it do well because I don't know about you, Josh, but I already want issue number two because I'm ready to see where the story goes next.
Oh, definitely, Chris. I love the fact that they played a little mystery in this. You get a glimpse at the main villain in this, but you don't get a real good look at her.
Yeah, she kind of peeked her head in one little scene there. Um, I like that, introduce early and let's see what we're working with here. But what I really love about this comic is the fact that if you've got a younger child who's getting into reading and you want to introduce them to comics, this is a great, I like to call it a gateway comic to get them started reading. It's something a little more on their level that still has a great story. But Josh, it kind of gives me a whole Twig vibe where it's a
No,
really great story that a younger From 8 to 80,
Yeah.
from 5 to 75 can enjoy this book, and I love it. I mean, I love reading comics. I do love serious when it's time to be serious, but I do love just all different formats of comics, and this hits that button right there where you want to read something a little bit lighter, but you still want to have a great story with great art.
And Chris, what I like about this one is it breaks the gender barrier. A lot of comics, some are written for boys, some are written for girls. I feel like this is written for both.
Yeah,
You
absolutely,
get the
absolutely.
little girl.
Anyone, male, female, is going to enjoy this book. Like I said, 5 to 75, heck, 5 to 155. You know,
And
it's a
it's a
great.
great story, and great characters like ZOR. You know, Zoe we meet in the beginning, and her dad, and then ZOR comes in, our main character. I really enjoyed him. I liked the way they came up with him, his character development. Chris, I think you were mentioning Dusty earlier.
Dusty the Dust Bunny farmer. It was pretty
Yeah.
awesome. You see the little dust bunnies running around, kind of remind me of Tribbles, but every once in a while they pop up and meep meep.
Yep.
So
Really
yeah, so they're playing a part in the story as well. But we don't want to give it away. We want you guys to go order this book and support our friends Potsy and Michael.
yes.
This is a great book. We want to see it continue to be written. We know that it's going to drop in February, so
Yep.
go ahead and pre-order your copy. Like I said, if you can't get to a comic shop, Keenspot.com, go to Keenspot.com, grab you a copy there. Heck, grab a couple of copies. They got some really great covers, and one of the cool things about it is that you can order autographed copies as well if you but an even cooler thing if you go ahead and get one. I know Keenspot and Potsy and Michael have a lot of showings at a lot of conventions that we're at. They would be happy to sign your copy in person, and they're really great people to talk to. We enjoy hanging out with them.
Yeah, a lot of fun to hang out with, guys. And let me tell you, yeah, let's get this thing blown up because I'll be honest with you, as I'm reading, it is, like I said, a Wizard of Oz type story, but it's also it feels animated. It feels like it would make a great animated film. And I would love to see it blow up and become an animated film. This would be an amazing story to share with the world.
Right, Josh. And let's not forget to mention too that coming up in the future, ZOR is going to get a little spotlight for us on our other little adventure we're on, the Sculpt. Um, so be prepared. Go check out thetoyrat.com/the hyphen sculpt, and you can see all the comics. But ZOR is going to get a chance to get a sculpt made out of it, and I think that's super cool as well.
That
So.
is that's going to be cool, and hopefully that gives it even more push, guys. If you're not reading comics, you should be. Definitely reading these indie comics because there's a lot of great stories that the big names are just not showing. And if you get hold of one of these indies, you're getting some great reads and some great talent. When you get an indie like ZOR, you have got a story that is personal to the writer. They're not hampered with a lot of continuity, and they can do and write the kind of stories they want to, and it makes for an amazing read.
Yeah, it has been really good reading a lot of independent, and it really means a lot to those independent creators when you're picking up their work because it's not the Supermans and the Batmans, it's their creation, and you're telling them that you appreciate what they do. So yeah, go, Keenspot.com, guys, get up there and order ZOR or head to your local comic shop and get that thing ordered for final order cutoff. Go tell your shop owners, hey, we want this comic in here. We guarantee you'll sell out of it. Get it in here. Um,
And
so
I'm
yeah, that's our comic spotlight.
Yep, I'm excited, Chris. I'm going to add this to my Potsy Potchak collection with Immortal and all the junior high horrors books I've been picking up lately, and I can't wait to have ZOR as a part of that collection.
Yeah, absolutely. You know me, I love the Dead Sonia, so I'm gonna have Dead Sonia and ZOR chilling side by side somewhere. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching this. Go to keenspot.com or your comic shop, get this book ZOR ordered. and we will catch you on the next video.
Somewhere over the rainbow.